Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're having a fantastic week. And this is Anna. I'm here again with the dose of wisdom and healing. I hope you guys can hear me okay. And today we are going to talk about two different things. One, I want to talk about the ideas of how can we incorporate the balance between traditional medicine and also holistic health. I get that question a lot from my clients, and I would like to share some wisdom with you about that. And also, I wanted to talk about how can we trust ourselves during our healing journey. And I had a experience the last couple weeks that I would love to share with you. And for the people that don't know me yet, my name is Anna. I am a mind-body coach, intuitive healer, and physical therapist. For over 12 years, I have been empowering women to transform emotional and physical pain into overall well-being using self-healing techniques, mind-body connection, and neuroscience. I also written a bestseller book called Ignite Your Inner Healer, and I have featured on NBC and also many other media outlets. Then let's get to the details of that. Then what happened is sometimes I hear a lot from my clients coming to me kind of like feeling they are powerless. And it's so like being a physical therapist, I understand that there is a piece of traditional medicine that sometimes is needed, and we do need to honor that. Then I want to make sure there are disclosure that I am not against doctor, I'm not against traditional medicine. It is important. But it's also important for us to combine the holistic and understanding the energy and the reason why those things show up in our body. And sometimes I hear patients coming to me almost in tears saying, someone told me that this is what I have and I don't have a cure, or it's nothing they can do for me. And I actually had that experience myself. I was dealing with a skin problem on my foot, and it's nothing something severe or life threat, but the metaphor applied to whatever you're going through. And I went to see a specific healer, acupuncturist, and she told me like, well, I don't know if you're gonna be able to solve that holistic. You gotta go to see the doctor, and it maybe if you try, maybe it's gonna take 3 months or so for you to be able to heal, but I don't know if you even should try. And it's interesting how sometimes people say things like that. And most people are going to take that inside of your body, the energy, the reality, that belief, and it's going to say, well, then if that's the case, I'm not going to even try. And in reality, that's her opinion. And that's one of the beauty of medicine and healing is everybody has a different philosophy, everybody has a different belief, and it doesn't make one thing better than the other, it doesn't make one right or wrong. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, that's interesting opinion. I don't agree with that. I'm gonna go for a different route. Then for this specific problem, I don't think there was a big enough problem that I need traditional medicine, that I wanted to try something more holistic. Even though sometimes, like I said before, the traditional medicine is important, and I am not against of that any way, shape, or form. I think sometimes we do need to open our hearts to receive what we need to receive. But in this case, I didn't think it was necessary. Then I started to move forward with the holistic approach. And then I found a second person that told me, oh, I know exactly what to do for this problem. I have a solution. It's going to take 2 weeks for you to do this, and it's going to be gone. And like you say, it was two different professionals. They're both acupuncturists. Again, nothing against acupuncture. I actually love the profession. I think they have so much to offer, but totally different opinions and totally different beliefs. And what I did was actually move forward with the strategy of the second person, and 2 weeks later, it's gone. And it really made me stop and reflect, because how many times I had patients come to me and say, well, my doctor, my chiropractor, my so-and-so, my healer, whatever, told me that I'm never going to get better, that this doesn't have a cure. They don't even try. You have autoimmune disease, you're just going to live with that. And I always remind people that that's their opinion. I have seen so many times in my office, as small as some skin problem, like the one I have with my foot, as big as autoimmune and things that doesn't have necessarily cure, being transformed. Then I know in my heart, I know in my career, I have seen that many times before, and it just breaks my heart when I hear a patient come in and say, oh, I don't have anything to do, I'm just going to have to live with this. No, we don't have to live with anything. I can tell you how many times I hear that in my office, and I have to coach the person out of this mindset that we have to live with pain, with discomfort, either emotional or physical. We don't. There is always a way. And sometimes we do have to have that discernment to trust ourselves on this healing journey. We do need to go back to take our power back, to go back and go to our gut feeling, to our intuition, and say, okay, is this the best professional that can help me? Is this the team of professional that's going to help me to heal? And if in your gut, if in your heart, you feel that that's the answer, please trust that and follow that direction and really work together as a team. But I really believe that we need to work as a team. We don't have to give our power away to anybody. It's a teamwork. Even if you're going through something really severe, like for example, cancer, yes, you do need to receive the chemotherapy or the radiation. You do need to receive some certain medications that as a holistic person, it probably feels uncomfortable, but it's helping you. But if you work together with your body to receive that in balance with still hold your power, is still doing everything that you know that you can do to help your body to heal and move forward, that is beautiful. And the healing happens so much faster and so much easier when we work together. And I'm saying that also as a physical therapist. When the patient comes in and say, hey Anna, what can I do? And let's like pull the sleeve and let's work together. I can guarantee you that patient heal and be pain-free and be stronger so much faster than someone that just wants to lie down on the table and be fix me. Do something for me. There's nothing that I can do it. It's a huge difference when we look at a situation, when we look at an opportunity for healing as, okay, how can I use that to be stronger? How can I use that to trust myself even more? How can I use this opportunity to trust my heart and trust my gut feeling even more? And really go deeper into that exploration of why this is happening. How can I heal the core, not just the symptoms? But that answer comes from inside. There is nobody that can give those answers to us, because nobody knows us better than we know ourselves. And that was another big realization I had this week is, yes, we do need a team. Yes, we do need professionals to help us. And I also need professionals to help me. I'm human as well, right? But they are not here to tell us necessarily what to do with our life. They don't know us better than we know ourselves. And if you're going to someone that's not listening to you, maybe that's just not a good fit. It's okay. It's not right. It's not wrong. Just not a good fit. Go find someone else. And if they say something that really doesn't feel right in your heart, that's okay. No right or wrong. Go find someone else that feels connected to your heart. And through this experience, I had a very big realization that a lot of times clients ask me, okay, what's the difference between your work and someone else's work? And there are many physical therapists out there are many healers out there are many coaches out there. And one of the things that it became even more clear to me, it's how much I honor my clients' wisdom. It's not here, let me tell you something, is let's work together to figure out the answer as a team. And if I say something and it doesn't feel right, okay, then let's continue looking for another answer. Let's continue finding another solution. That's why it calls practice. Medicine and physical therapy is a practice. Not everything that's on the book is going to apply to every single client. And one thing that I am very honored with my way of work, with my philosophy, is understanding that is always a book and a client. And not every client fit in the book. And having that wisdom to allow the clients to help me to understand who they are and what they need, even if they don't fit in the book. That's very, very important for healing, because when we do that as a professional, what we are doing is giving the power back to the patient. And who else gonna know your body, your health better than you? That's so important. And that's why when I wrote the book, Ignite Your Inner Healer, I went through this whole idea of like, hey, I am not here healing you. I am facilitate you healing yourself, because really that's what I believe. I think we all have the power to heal ourselves. And the doctors, chiropractors, acupuncturists, physical therapists, healer, all of us, they are healthcare providers, are here to facilitate, not to do the work for the patient. It's like even if you think about someone that break a bone, right? You go to the doctor, you need a surgery, or you just need a cast, whatever it is. You need the doctor, you need that balance. You need to go there, do what you need to do, receive that help. But in the end, there's absolutely nothing the doctor can do that's gonna heal that bone. You are the one healing that bone. And that's something that I really want for you to take it in with your heart. You are the one that have the power to help your body to heal faster. And if you have been dealing with any physical or emotional pain lately, really take that power back, because you do have that power. You have that power. Take back. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and keep that message in your heart. If you have any questions, please drop on the comments. And if you have any experience that you had before where you did take your power back, share with us as well. I'll be really curious to hear about that. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you enjoy, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, leave us a review, and share our podcast with anyone that you know needs to improve their health. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. Well, that's it for today. Keep it up with the good work. I will talk to you later. And until then, be healthy.